what political vehicle do we get to use as the People Power movement? What symbol do we get to use? Over 10,000 people filled forms, People Power forms, desirous to run for various positions, and the question that they kept asking us is, what political vehicle, what symbol shall we get to use? And that question was answered last week. The political vehicle being the National Unity Platform, symbol being the umbrella. Today we are going to do two things. We are going to tell you a bit more about the National Unity Platform from our constitution, that is the party constitution, our vision, our mission, what we stand for, because it's important that people get to know what it is that they are buying into. But also today, our team leader will be unveiling our party membership cards. For those, people have been asking us questions all through, when do we get our cards? That question is also going to be answered today. So for us to kick us off, I'm going to invite the Deputy Principal, the People Power Movement, Madame Lina Zedriga. She's going to walk us through our vision, our mission, our core values, and then after that we'll move to unveiling of the party membership cards. You're welcome, Madam.
Thank you so much. NUP?
National Unity.
National Unity?
NUP.
People power?
Our power.
Our power?
People power.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Today, of course, with our president here present and flanked by all the passionate Ugandans from all over and internationally. We are very honored, we are very grateful that today we are yet making another milestone in terms of presenting the and values, membership issues. How can you become a member? In the interest of time, the document is here. I will be reading it verbatim. The mission of NUP, our vision, a free, united, prosperous, and democratic Uganda, which empowers citizens, which adheres to the rule of law, ensures dignity, and provides equal opportunities for all. Our mission: to rally the people of Uganda to exercise their power and build a free, united, prosperous, and democratic Uganda. Our values: the NUP shall be a non-violent political and social liberation party whose core values shall be discipline, reliability, integrity, inclusiveness, fidelity, and service. Article 4, our core governance issues. The NUP shall be a social democratic party, which shall be, the NUP shall be a social democratic party, which shall be guided by the principles of servant leadership, equality, transparency, accountability, freedom, liberty, and social justice. The NUP believes in the unity of Uganda as a nation and state, and shall oppose any attempt to divide the country along tribal, religious, or regional lines. NUP is a progressive party which shall pursue international cooperation with progressive nations and organizations along economic, social, and political lines. The NUP shall seek the mandate of the people of Uganda to govern the country and work for the following core governance issues. A. national unity and reconciliation. D, sovereignty of the people. C, guarding Uganda's national independence. D, dynamic mixed economy with a strong social conscience. E, respect for human rights, constitutionalism, and the rule of law. F, gender equality. G, zero tolerance for corrupt practices. H, lean and efficient public administration. I, strengthening of state institutions. J, respect for cultural diversity. It's okay to be a Uganda. It's okay to be a Mnyankole because we have even given him a wife. It's okay to be a Lugwara. I've actually been named and renamed Nancha. I've also been renamed, yes. Napeyo, you know? Yes, it's okay. K, equal access to quality public services, especially health care and education. L, eradication of poverty. M, economic, political, and social cooperation with other nations and organizations. N, security for all persons and their property. O, equitable distribution of national resources. The party shall endeavor to instill in its members a strong sense of patriotism as the foundation for achieving the above stated core governance issues. Let me go to membership. I know each one of us is very eager. What is my stake here? What is my fate? Including my brother Haji. In Article 5.1, individual membership, in the interest of time, I would like us to, stick to that. Membership shall be open to all Ugandans aged 18 years and above, irrespective of sex, color, religion, creed, ethnicity, or economic status. The processes will include an application for membership shall be made by completing a registration form which shall be submitted to the respective party offices in any part of the country authorized to register members. In the interest of time, let's go to the organs of the party. Because the constitution is here, we will all have copies at the right time. Organs of the party provided for under Article 6 of the Constitution. Article 6.1 states, the party shall have the following organs. Number 1, policy organs. A, the Delegates Conference. B, the National Executive Committee. C, the Executive Board. D, the Regional Committee. E, the Sub-Regional Committee. F, the District Executive Committee. G, the Constituency Committee. H, the Sub-County Committee. I, the Parish Committee. And J, the Village Committee. Let's go to the administrative organs. The party, under the administrative organs, A, provides for the party secretariat, where we are actually now situated. B, the district executive committees, party caucuses and central committees. A, the Elders and Advisory Committee. Where are the elders? You are well provided for here. We call it co-generational engagement. B, the party parliamentary caucus, the MPs. C, the party local government caucus. D, the discipline and reconciliation committee. Will I be adopted? Yes. E, the coordination and mobilization committee. In the interest of time, mine was to do the preambles and also present our structures. Allow me take my seat, and any other further engagements will be guided by this. We thank you so much.
Thank you, Mama. For you, our default. When you say Dagasi means what?
No. Dagasi Nedda. And now you say Alera.
Alera is what?
I love it.
I love it. Alera, I love what? NUP. Alera NUP. Thank you so much. We're now going to get to the major activity, if you like. At some point, we'll pick a few questions from you, but for now, let me invite the president of the National Unity Platform, NUP. Honorable Chagulanyi Sentamu, you're welcome, sir. People power. Our power. Our power. People power. People power. Our power. Our power. People power. NUP. National Unity. National Unity. NUP. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to first of all salute my dear deputy for putting our issues across. And I thank you, spokesperson, for the work. I want to thank the country, fellow Ugandans, both in Uganda and abroad, for the massive support, for the massive welcome of the idea of the National Unity. I'll be honest, for a long time, I was wondering how our people are going to receive us. You see, just a few years ago, if not months, our people were not politicized enough. Our people were not awake enough. Having brought the idea of the People Power movement to first of all awaken the people, and yes, our people opened their eyes and minds wide. But after they realized that they had the power, it was in their hands, they had to be guided on how to exercise that power. As we always say, power is nothing without control. And yes, many of our detractors and our comrades on the other side were advising us and others mocking us about not only being disorganized but being unorganized. Others went to the extent of advising us to get a center number, since the 2021 election is seen as a democratic examination. So it is my pleasure once again to reintroduce to those that have not known yet that yes, we are organized, we have an exam center, we have a home, and that is the National Unity Platform. I thank all Ugandans that understood that much quicker than we thought. You see, I posted recently and I said it was not hard for us to explain to the people of Chadono in 2017 that Kyagulanyi Ssentamu was actually the registered version of Bobi Wine, since I had been introduced to the people initially as Bobi Wine. And yet Bobi Wine was not a registered name that would appear on the ballot paper. Many of our supporters who knew me primarily as Bobi Wine were wondering, now, are we going to the ballot to vote for Bobi Wine,
or is there any way Bobi Wine is going to be presented? I'm very glad that our people, in just a matter of 3 weeks, were able to understand it. And yes, they voted for Kyagulanyi Ssentamu with the clock symbol, even when they know it was actually Bobi Wine. I'm therefore confident to inform you that 4 months is more than enough time for us to explain to our people and make them understand to the detail that the National Unity Platform is a registered version of people power, and that is what will appear in the ballot paper. And yes, our symbol will be the umbrella. I thank all the leaders that welcomed the idea, that embraced the idea immediately. And in the coming days, we shall be rolling out on a massive show-off. I repeat, we'll be rolling out on a massive show-off of support, because beauty and support is all we have to show off. We don't show off guns, we don't show off force, we show off ideas and support from the people of Uganda. Very many people have donated to us offices across the country. Some have already been opened and others are being opened soon. All this is love. Today my duty is not so big. I came to unveil officially, and yes, to show off our beautiful party membership cards. I'll show off mine first. This is how our membership card looks like. And I want to invite officially all the people of Uganda that are desirous of change, that do not have an organized meeting home. And yes, those that have homes but don't feel represented and comfortable in them. We are the National Unity Platform. We were deliberate on every word that we use. We are national because we are a national initiative. We represent and are represented by all corners and all, identities of Uganda, from the north to the south, from the east to the west. 2, our intention, just like the People Power Movement, we are to unite the country. That is why we call ours a unity platform. And yes, this is a platform, an official platform that we shall use in 2021 and the years to come. So, with those few remarks, ladies and gentlemen, I want to launch the National Unity Platform party membership cards. And moving forward, we are going to be issuing those party cards to all the comrades that hope and wish to work with us. If I could invite my very intelligent deputy.
NUP! National Unity! NUP! National Unity! National Unity! NUP! is our party! NUP is our party! NUP is our party! NUP is our party! People power! Our power! Our power! People power! NUP! National Unity! National Unity! NUP!
All right, thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Sawa Sajja Kabaka akola atya?
Thank you, sir. The party president of NUP. It feels interesting calling him a party president. All right, so there you are. We have unveiled our party membership cards. Those cards are going to be available. One of our colleagues is going to be seated at the reception area. So for all of you who are interested in acquiring party membership, you will go to that reception area and find her there. Those cards cost 1,000 shillings only. Now, of course, there are people who have called us and said, for me, I want to pay 500,000 shillings for my membership card. I want to pay 1 million shillings membership for our cards. That's still all right, because they're saying I want to do it by way of making a donation to NUP activities, because we're going into a campaign, and without a doubt, we are going to need plenty of money, and we shall be letting you know for those that would like to make a contribution. So those who are saying I would like to pay that much for our card, that's all right. The people that will be receiving the money will certainly not refuse that 1 million. They will take note of it, and our team leader will appreciate you very specifically for that contribution that you have made. But nonetheless, all cards are standard, and everybody that has a party card, whether it be the border rider that will have paid their 1,000 shillings for a card, whether it be an MP that will say, for me, I want to pay 1 million by making a donation, all of them have an equal stake in NUP, because that's really what we're trying to push, that everybody is equal in every sense. We are going to invite some questions, then my colleagues will respond to a number of them, so let's see how that goes. A few questions. Yes, Kayonga Paul.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
My name is Kayonga. I work with NGO. My first question goes to this book. As mentioned that the National Unity Platform is a registered version of the People Power. So what about People Power? What has been rated for People Power that has been an umbrella for all other political organizations? And also, we talked about last time about the People Power coalition. How is it going to be effective in this kind of arrangement?
Yes, Derek.
Yes, thank you. My name is Derek Wandera from the Daily Monitor. I congratulate you people for getting this vehicle. However, my question is, every vehicle, for it to be able to move, it has to have a driver, a turnboy, a conductor, and all that. This we have not yet seen, and we would like to know whether this car is automatic and doesn't need such people in it, or whether it has, and we would like to know who they are. Two is the principal talked about offices that have been offered to the party. We would like to know where are they located and how many are they across the country. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes, my name is Joseph Kato. I work with Uganda Radio Network. I'd like to know what formed your decision to sell the tickets at 1,000, and secondly, people tend to attach value to something that is a bit expensive. Won't it look like in Uganda we say Jenjero for everyone to own and cheaply? Will people attach value to the ticket they have bought 1,000? And what happens if I have my card for another political party and I come to buy and I say, am I supposed to first give you the card I have for the other party so that I can acquire, or someone is entitled to have both of them?
Okay, thank you, Joseph. Yes, madam.
My question is, since you're now organized and no longer disorganized, can we get an official stance that no card for those who have double countries or double membership. Like the other side, also we are seeing people taking a card back. As a party now, are you agreeing to them having double membership or do you require them to have a chance?
The same question.
Okay, thank you. Any other question, or should we deal with this one?
It's not a journalist.
We're taking questions from journalists. Okay, we want to deal with journalists for now. For you, since you're going to have your membership card, we can deal with you in the office. Don't you worry. Okay, so I'm going to respond to one or two. Then I'll invite my colleagues. There was also a specific question to the team leader, and I'll probably have him ask then the other colleagues. I'm going to respond to Joseph's question and then her question. So Joseph is asking why sell cards at 1,000 shillings. Like we said, all our cards are standard, 1,000 shillings. The reason we thought it wise is because this is a party that we want to embrace the rich, the poor, the well-to-do, the not well-to-do, the educated, the uneducated, big, small, whatever the case might be. We want the Muntuawansi to feel that this is my party, just like the Muntuawa Guru. Should also feel like this is my party. And that's why we thought it wise to sell it at 1,000 shillings. I mean, our economy has been beaten very badly by this COVID-19. Borders, for example, have not been working for a very long time. They just resumed work yesterday and they're still facing challenges. They can't access certain places and all of that. So they want to be members of this party, but they have not been working. They do not have, money available to them. And we are saying we want to make it easy for them to be members of this party. So that was the reasoning behind the 1,000 shillings, such that anybody who wants to be a member of the party finds it very easy. Because if we had put it at a much higher price, it was going to be a bit convoluted for those that want to join the party and don't have as much money. But like we have said, there are those, and the calls have come through already, who are saying, me, I want to pay 1 million shillings for my card. And we are saying, that's all right, we shall welcome that money. It is going to help us in our party activities and all of that. And the principal will appreciate them, specifically since they will be making an extra donation to the party. However, the card, which will have been bought by the border ride at 1,000 shillings, and that one who has a bit of money and will pay 1 million shillings for their card, all of those people will have the same kind of card, they will have the same stake in NUP. So it's a very important point to make note of. Double membership. Our laws do not allow for double membership of a political party. You can't be a member of two political parties. In fact, when you read the Political Parties and Other Organizations Act, but also when you read the specific constitutions of various political parties, including ours, once you acquire membership of another political party, you cease to be a member of your previous political party automatically. So just like you cannot be working at NBS during daytime and then in the evening you go and anchor news at NTV. It's not possible. So in the same quest, you cannot be a member of two political parties. And that's very clear. So some people have got in touch with us, they belong to other political parties, and they have said, we are willing to relinquish our party membership and join your political party. And we are saying, that's all right, you're very welcome, because it's an individual decision that has got to be made. I saw Kayunga Paul was insisting we say these things in Uganda. I'll just respond to that very quickly for his Luganda news bulletin. Twasazewo nti kaadi zaffe zino ezabeegwanyiza okwegatta ku kibiina kya National Unity Platform NUP zijja kuba nusu 100 lwokka. Twasazewo bwe tutyo kubanga twagala ekibiina kyaffe kino kibeere eky'omuntu wa wansi nga buli yeegwanyizo kiyingiramu tafuna buzibu nti ate akasente kawaggulu nnyo aba boda katugambe boda tebakola tebalina kasente. So tetwagala ate bafune obuzibu okwegatta ku kibiina kyaffe kubanga ebbeeyi ya waggulu nnyo. So kwe kusalawo nti kaadi zaffe zijja kuba za nusu 100. Naye weewaawo tulina bannaffe abaze nga batukubira amasimu nga mwagamba nze njagala kusasula $1,000,000 nga ngula kaadi yange n'abalala ebbeeyi ez'enjawulo. Sente ezo tujja zaaniriza kubanga zijja tuyamba nga tugenda mu maaso campaigns n'ebirala. Era abo abanaatuwa akasente ako wekatyo omukulembeze waffe Honorable Kyagulanyi Ssentamu ajja beebaza kubanga balina ettofaali gye bagenda okugattako. Naye oyo asasudde kadi ye ey'olukumi n'oli agamba nti eyange njabba wa $1,000,000 bonna bamemba kyenkanyi mu National Unity Platform teri asinga ku munne eddoboozi nti bwe kaba kalulu buli omu alina kamu mu ngeri eyo. Waliwo munnaffe abuuzizza nti kinaabeera kitya abanaabeera ne kaadi ebbiri. Tekisobokera ddala okubeera nga oli memba wa bibiina bibiri. Nga bwe kiri nti toyinza kubanga ku makya ogenze ku NBS n'okola talk show ate olweggulo n'ogenda ku NTV n'osoma amawulire. Era ne bwe kuli bwe guti mu bibiina byaffe ng'amateeka bwe gagamba toyinza kubeera memba wa bibiina bibiri. Era n'amateeka gagamba nti kasita ofuna kaadi ey'ekibiina ekipya oba kati tokyali memba wa kibiina kiri ky'obaddemu automatically wa memba bo obw'ekibiina kiri bubanga bukomyawo. So tekisoboka okubanga oli wa memba wa bibiina bibiri. Tulina bannaffe abatukubidde amasimu nga bagamba nze ekibiina ekyange njagala kita fune kaadi eya NUP. Tubaaniriza era basazeewo bo nga bo. Ensangi zino tulina betuwulira abagamba nti kati abo babba abantu baffe ne batwala mu pate zaabwe. Twagala okubagamba nti teri alina obuvunaanyizibwa ku muntu. Ate omuntu si nti mbuzi wagisibye ku kikondewo nti kati tuzze ne tubba embuzi yo. Bano bantu bakulu kye bakola bakitegeera ate tubawe ekitiibwa. Oli bw'asalawo n'agamba nti yeno pate gyenjagala muwe ekitiibwa. Toyinza gamba nti bamubbi aziifu mbuzi. Yeesaliddewo nga ye n'agamba nti kati buno bwe bukulembeze bwe njagala okugoberera okuva ne kaakano. Nja kuyita omukulembeze waffe addemu ekibuuzo ekyamubuuziddwa kyekigenda okuva People Power n'ebya coalition naki tugenda bikwasaganya tutya kyanagala. Yes, please.
Yeah, there's something that we did bring out here. It's similar to what Vicky here was asking. My name is John Clifford. What happens to people who had brought their forms when they want People Power endorsement? For example, someone like Stella Nyanzi, who says he's FDC, or for example, Honorable Sebona from DP, but they are picked and done People Power when they want the People Power endorsement. So now that we have the NUP, are they they have to come back and pick the NUP cards, or will they still get the same endorsement of People Power, the various positions for which they're standing?
I actually thought the deputy had talked about that, but very clearly, yes, we made a call for those that wanted to fill People Power forms. Now, going forward, People Power has acquired a political vehicle. It has acquired a symbol because people have been asking us, what's going to be your political vehicle? What's going to be the symbol? We have responded to that question, that our symbol is the umbrella. Now, for our colleagues who had filled forms, our election management committee has already begun to get in touch with these people. Actually, some of them have got in touch with us already, and they are telling us, so that portion where I filled this political party, please just cross and put NUP. And we are happy about that. However, our election management committee is going to get in touch with each and every one of these people and ask for clarification from them if they are willing to go with the political vehicle, the symbol that People Power has acquired, and then we shall take note of that. Those that will say, for me, no, I want to remain with this party, whatever the party, we shall take note of that in our database, and then we'll see how we proceed. Because we cannot conscript people into NUP. No, we cannot force them. Now you must be a member of NUP by force. No, they've got to make that decision on their own, and that's why we are going to get in touch with each one of them. Bannaffe abajuza fomu eza People Power gye buvuddeko era ne batulaga nze ndi wa kibiina bwindi ba mu kibiina kino n'abala independent. Akakiiko kaffe akakwasaganya ensonga zino kagenda kubakubira amasimu buli omu nga kamwebuuzaako nti kaakano wali agadde ogenda n'ekibiina ne simbo yaffe People Power gye yafunye eya NUP eya umbrella manvuuli oba oyagala kusigala mu kibiina kyewateekawo wali ku foomu. So bajja kubanga batubuulira olweri abamu bakubidde amasimu ne bagamba nti ze wali we nali ntaddewo ekibiina gundi musazeemu muteekewo NUP. Naye tugenda beebuuzaako kubanga omuntu yeesalirawo nti kati njagala genda na kibiina kino oba nakiri. So tugenda bakubira amasimu batubuulire oba baagala ogenda ne NUP oba baagala sigala ku kibiina kye baliko. Era mu database yaffe tujja kirambika obulungi nti bano ne baagala otambula ne NUP, bano baagala sigala mu kibiina kyabwe kino, kibiina kiri ne kino, then tulabe engeri gye tunaatambulamu.
So
I need to invite my colleagues.
It's just to be clear. So that means that in case one says, I'm not joining any chapter, joining my party, they should remain in their parties and say,
yeah, so one of my colleagues is going to clarify on candidate selection. But you see, legally, People Power does not nominate a candidate to the Electoral Commission. So you know when you're vying for any political position, you're given a nomination form by the Independent Electoral Commission, the National Electoral Commission. And there's a place where you're meant to indicate who is seconding you. Is it a political party or you're coming as an independent? So, at that bit of the political party, as People Power, we are, like we are saying, we acquired a political vehicle, which is National Unity Platform. So NUP is the one that seconds candidates to the electoral for nomination by the Electoral Commission, not People Power, because People Power is not registered. So People Power, yes, remains. It's a movement that is still going strong, but for nomination, it's a political party that nominates an individual, or you, as an independent, you nominate yourself. So that's the clarification there is on that note. Mr. President.
Thank you very much, Comrade Joel. Oluzungu Lusinga Olobi. I had hoped that one of the journalists would actually ask me a question about the entertainment, about the attack in the arts and entertainment industry, since I'm one of them. But now that you did not ask that question to me, allow me to ask that question to myself. So, Honorable Chagulanyi, now that you're an artist and there's an attack on the art industry, what do you comment about it? For starters, I want to remind my fellow artists, my fellow creatives, that includes the singers, the songwriters, the music producers, the actors, the poets, the journalists, the filmmakers, the painters, and all people whose work is spent on talent, that there is a deliberate and aggressive attack on our creative rights. The government of Uganda is panicking because they are facing a very big threat, and it comes from the creative industry. You've seen that they have regulations that they've slapped on us, where before you do any creativity, before you sing a song, record a comedy skit, paint a picture or anything, you must get permission from the government. Now that's very unreasonable, it's very oppressive, but unfortunately, that's exactly what's happening. And I want to provoke the minds of all artists, to call them to attention, to remind them that there is no better time for them to fight for their rights. Artists are Ugandans and they have the same rights as other people. A politician does not have to submit their speech to UCC before they can give it. And therefore artists are not supposed to be vetted by people that are not artists. That is an attack on creativity. That's a mission to destroy the creative industry in Uganda. As we speak right now, the Bizonto Comedy Group are under illegal detention for close to 4 days now. Gerald Chiwewa is under detention. And yes, they are coming for you, my fellow artist, for you, my fellow writer, for you, poet, painter, or any other work of creation. I just thought I should use this platform to address that. Kanchidemune mu Luganda. Tinabadde nyine essuubi nti mwe bannamawulire mujja kumbuuza ekibuuzo. Ndiona ebo Kyagulanyi. Engeri gy'oli munnabitone, engeri gy'oli muyimbi, nga tulaba nga waliwo okulumbibwa okw'amaanyi okwakoleddwa ku industry yammwe nga bannabitone. Naye engeri gye muganya okukimbuuza, oba engeri gye mutakimbuuzizza, nja kyebuuza. Kati Honorable Kyagulanyi, engeri gye balumbye era ne basiba banno, ekyogerako ki, era nje ekyogerako nga bwe nkyogeddeko mu Luzungu. Okumala ebbanga ddene, gavumenti yawa ne badde yagala okusirisa abantu. Basirisa abaasoma, basirisa abasawo, basirisa abakulembeze madiini, basirisa abakulembeze ab'ennono, kaakati baagala kusirisa mwe bannabitone. Lwaki? Kuba balabye nti muli b'amaanyi nnyo. Industry yammwe yaleeta omuntu kati agenda okusiguukulula Nakyemalira Museveni. Kino nno tebakikola kulwanyisa nze nzekka, wabula okulwanyisa buli munnabitone. Baagala okumakinga sure nti industry eno tewageza kuvaayo muntu mulala atwala example bakyakulabirako kya Bobi Wine kuyimuka naye atera abazoganya. Ensonga lwaki tebaagala just kutta byange nga omuntu wewaawo emyaka 2 egiyise bawera music wange okumuperforminga live n'okumukuba ku radio. Naye njagala mumanye kino tekwali kulumbibwa kwange nzekka ng'omuntu, kwali kulumbibwa kwaffe ffenna nga bannabitone. Kino njagala mukimanye era yesaawa mwenna muyimukiremu, mukozese kye muyina, mukozese ebitone Katonda byabawa, tulwanirire ekyaffe. Kubanga singa tutwebereramu, njagala okubategeeza nti mu bbanga tono nnyo wajja kuba tewakyali music industry, wajja kuba tewakyali musiizi wa bifaananyi, wajja kuba tewakyali comedian, wajja kuba tewakyali mukozi wa katemba n'ebirala ebifaanana bwe bityo. Ndowooza nti kikulu nnyo okubabuulira. Now coming back to the question that was addressed to me, Kayunga Paul said that now that NUP has become the registered version of people power, what happens to people power? But I remember I gave you a simple example and said that Bobi Wine was the one who was known and popular amongst the people of Chad on the east. But because Bobi Wine could not be registered and could not feature on the ballot paper, we introduced Kyagulanyi Ssentamu, who was little known to them. Now I give back the question to you, my brother Kayunga Paul. What happened to Bobi Wine? Did Bobi Wine die? No. Up to now we know that Bobi Wine is Kyagulanyi and Kyagulanyi is Bobi Wine. That means that, yes, we've told you that NUP is the registered version of people power. Therefore, people power stays. People power is NUP and NUP is people power and vice versa. There was again a question, what happens to our other allies from other political formations? I'll give an example of JEMA. These are our very close allies. Our coordinator in Busoga is Honorable Asumani Basalirwa, who is the president of the Justice Forum, or JEMA. We told you before and we tell you again that people power is wider than ourselves. People power is a platform that brings together all forces of change, at least the willing ones. Unfortunately, we could not register people power. So in a rubber dog style, we registered NUP. Our power. You know that Museveni and his dictatorship was so scared of the people power idea. They gave an order, of course an illegal order, not to register us as a political formation. And yes, they went ahead and paid one of their apologists to register people power as an NGO looking after all the people. But like we always say, they calculate 2 miles ahead, we calculate 20 or 40 miles ahead. People power! You know by now that they've already sacked the top officials in the Electoral Commission. They just can't believe how we did this. So for those who are doubting us, I want you to know that the same way you saw NUP before your eyes, not knowing where it came from, is the same way you're going to see us in State House. So we say to our comrades, our allies from other political formations, that we are working with you. We are going to work with all these allies. It is going to be a people power alliance. It's going to be a coalition of the willing. We have comrades from other political parties that are already working with us. and we'll be streamlining and informing you, ladies and gentlemen, how we are going to proceed. But again, we further call upon others to join us, because we've said this in the beginning and we say it again, that we can't do this alone. We must do this, all of us together. Good enough, the people of Uganda are already on our side. We are the leaders, but the population that we are leading is already ahead of us. So we call upon you, our brothers and sisters from other political formations. We remind you that we are not your enemies. We are your colleagues. We are here to remove Museveni, no other business. And if you are also on the same mission of removing Museveni, please gravitate towards where Ugandans are pointing. And you know exactly what I mean. I thank you, and I want to invite my other comrade to Uganda. Mwebale nnyo basebo ne bannyabo. Ensonga nsabiddwa nziddemu mu Luganda. Okusookera ddala njagala okutuusa okusiima kwange ku lwange ku lw'ekibiina kya National Unity Platform ne ku lw'omugendo obw'ekisinde ekya People Power, okwebaza bannayuganda bonna bonna olw'okutwaniriza n'okwaniriza ekirowoozo ekya National Unity Platform. Okubabulira amazima, twalina okweraliikirira nga twebuuza bannaffe banaatutegeera bulungi engeri gye buvuddeko, bannayuganda gye babadde tebawa nnyo mwoyo mu ngeri gye bakulemberwa, nga tulowooza bayinza okubuzaabuzibu. Twebaza Katonda, twebaza abakulembeze bannaffe, twebaza mmwe bannamawulire olw'okutuyamba okutuusa buno obubaka amangu ddala okusinga bwe twali tusuubira. Okubeebule n'ebweya abantu bazze batutuukako batuusako obubaka nga batwebaza olw'okutebuka, olw'okulowooza maaso, olw'okubeera abagezi ate n'olw'okubeera abakujjukujju. Nakyogerako li nakakano nja kyogerako nti bwe twali mu Kyaddondo nga neesimbyeyo okuba omubaka wa paliamenti, baali bamanyi nga Bobi Wine, era twalina okusoomoozebwa kubanga erinnya Bobi Wine si lye riri ku biwandiiko byaffe, nga twebuuza nti abantu abamanyi nga Bobi Wine banaakola batya bwe banaatuuka kalulu nga tekuli Bobi Wine, nga tekuliko Kyagulanyi. Naye nina essanyu okubategeeza nti nga bwe kitaali kizibu okutegeeza abantu b'e Kyaddondo nti mazima amatuufu Kyagulanyi lwe lwali oludda oluwandiise olwa Bobi Wine, na bwe kityo twafuna omukisa nga tukozesa ag'ekika ekyawaggulu wakati mu kusoomoozebwa ne tuwandiisa ekibiina ekya National Unity Platform, era bategeeza nti kijja kuba kyangu nga bwe kyali e Kyaddondo okutangaza abantu baffe nti mazima ddala National Unity Platform lwe ludda oluwandiise olw'ekisinde ekya People Power. Kimpa essanyu nti kino ate bakitegedde mangu nnyo, kyatutwalira wiiki 3 namba okutegeeza abantu b'e Kyaddondo okutegeera nti Kyagulanyi eyali Bobi Wine omuwandiisi. Naye ate tenawera na wiiki naye ndaba nga bannayuganda abakitegedde dda nti National Unity Platform ye People Power empandiisi. Twebaliza Katonda, naye twebaza abakulembeze bannaffe mwenna, twebaza n'abo abagenze maaso okutuwa ziyafeesi okwetooloola eggwanga. Ezimu zaguddwawo dda, endala zijja kuba ziggulwawo, era ng'obukulembeze bwaffe bwe bunaatutegeeza. Mpozi okudda olunaku lwa leero ekinyimiriza wano kwe kutongoza kaada zaffe ez'ekibiina n'okweyagala oba okuba obulati. Nga tubategeeza bannaffe ababadde nga batuwa amagezi n'abalala nga batukiina nti tugenda mu lwokaano lw'okulonda lwe batuumye okutuula ebigezo ebya demokulasiya, naye nga tetulina senta ya bigezo, era nga bonna batunuulira ng'abo abasitudenti abageze ennyo, abalina abasomesa abageze ennyo abagenda okuyita ebigezo mu madaala aga waggulu nenga tugenda bitulira ku muliraano era banaaba bwagamba abayizi abayise baawa nga bajja kuteekako linnya lya ssomero ddala. Nina essanyu bategeeza mwenna abalonzi n'abo bagenda okwesimbawo nti tulina ssenta y'ebigezo mwe tugenda okuwangula. Eyo kanyongere nkubewo. Era ssenta eyo bagiyita National Unity Platform. Erina akabonero kangu nnyo okulaba, akabonero bamanvuuli eno mwanyinaze Nusifa Nakato gyakutte. Njagala okutwala omukisa guno okweraga olwa kada yange gye nnyina ennungi bweti n'ekibiina kya National Unity Platform. Era okubategeeza kaadi zaffe zitongozeddwa olwaleero. Obukulembeze bwaffe bujja kuba bubalambulirira engeri kaadi ezo gye zigenda okufunibwa. Mpozi kankozese n'omukisa guno okuddamu ekibuuzo ekyambuziddwa nti engeri kati NUP oba National Unity Platform bwefuuse oludda oluwandiise mu mateeka olwa people power, abaffe people power kyekigendo gituukako. Okukiddamu ekyo njagadde okifaananya era mu Kyaddondo ndi Kyagulanyi lwe lwali oludda oluwandiise olwa Bobi Wine era ne balutegeera era ne luwangulira ku bitundu kumpi 80 buli 100. Abaffe ki ekyatuuka ku Bobi Wine? Yasaanawo. Bobi Wine yakyaliwo kuba mazima amatuufu. Bobi Wine gye Kyagulanyi ne Kyagulanyi gye Bobi Wine. Mu mbeera y'emu nina essanyu obategeeza nti oluvannyuma ate lw'okuwandiisa National Unity Platform, people power esigalawo ng'ekisinde oba ng'omulamwa, kuba people power kyali kirowoozo, people power mulamwa. Era omulamwa ogwo gusigala nga gwe mulamwa ddala gwe tuyimiriddeko. Kitegeeza nti people power ye NUP era ne NUP ye people power. Bambuza n'okumbuuza nti kati olwo abaffe ki ekiba kituuka ku bannaffe be tubadde tukolagananga nabo. Nabategeeza nga tutongoza NUP era nja kuddamu bategeeze nti people power kigenda kusigalawo ng'ekirowoozo ng'ekisinde ekitugatta ffenna ffenna bannankyukakyuka. Era twabategeeza nti people power egenda kubeera people power coalition oba alliance. Tukyali mu bigere bye bimu ne bannaffe be tukolagana nabo abava mu bibiina eby'enjawulo. Mbawadde ekyokugezesa ekya Honorable Asumani Basalirwa nga coordinator waffe ow'omubusoga naye nga ye president wa Justice Forum oba JEMA. Tulina enteekateeka egenda maaso gekolagana ne bannaffe abo bonna bonna naddala abo be tukkiriziganyiza nabo. Ekyo nno kitandikira alliance etandikira ku mukulembeze wa ggwanga kubanga era bannaffe aba JEMA tebataddewo pulezidenti. Era tugenda mu maaso n'okuyita bannaffe abalala nga bwe tuzze twogera nga bwe tuzze tubawa ensonga yaffe nabo batwegatteko. Tutandikire ku Museveni bamumpeemu kubanze tukanya nga bwe tuzze tukanya nti presidential candidate tuleete omu era nga nze neesowoddeyo dda era nga natandise dda n'okuwomera. Then tujja kuba tusobola okukolagana okukka paka ku LC. So tugenda maaso n'okwogeraganya era nga tujja kujja nga tubategeeza abassebo ne bannange. Mwebale nnyo, mwebale ddala, kampa omukisa ne bakulembeze bannange ate batanye ensonga. Thank you, sir. Sajja yayimba.
Order. Mr. President, why don't you protect
I cannot stand against people power.
Let me invite our executive secretary to also respond to one or two other things.
All right, thank you so much, our spokesperson. So, comrades, this is going to be our membership register. This is what it looks like, and this register is going to be going across the country. We are going to make sure that it's at all levels. We're going to have a register at the constituency level in all the places in Uganda. But for the densely populated places like Kampala and other places, we are going to even put it at the parish level so that you do not have to come here to register. NUP? National Unity. National Unity? NUP! With your permission, Mr. President. When I say Barara, you say NUP, okay? Yes. Barara? NUP. Kavera Maido? NUP. Masaka? NUP. NUP. Everywhere? NUP. Everybody? NUP. Chadondo? NUP. Kampala? NUP. So comrades, omuzazi angambe njogerere ku State House abantu bademuti NUP. So the other thing that we are doing today, we are you had the deputy principal or the deputy leader of our movement, and I'm just deliberating using that, talking about what NUP stands for. Because some of the people have been asking a question, what do you stand for? Where is your constitution? What are your values? We want to know more about this platform. And we are also giving out these brochures. Please make sure you go with one, which has a summary of what we are about, where our offices are, what our symbol is, and those other things. But also, we are going to make our constitution available, the constitution of the platform available. What you need to know is that, as it has been widely said, this is a political party that has existed in Uganda since 2004. So if you look at that constitution and there are things you're like, maybe this is not very democratic, maybe this is not, please understand that this is the constitution which these comrades have been using. In the coming days, we intend to hold another delegates conference, amend our constitution, and do other things that are provided for by our constitution. There is a question that came up about the diaspora, how will they be able to register? We're also going to have membership available online. So those who want to register online will also have an opportunity, whether in Uganda or abroad, to register as a member, and we'll see how you get your card, your platform card. And like the principal said, the platform are going to be unveiled soon. Abantu wadde batugamba tubatwalira ku speed nene, so oluusi tuba twagala ekirala tukisuule ku next week or something like that. Maybe one of the specific things I want to talk about also, please know that we are a generation that people cannot joke with. Eno kadi yaffe tebagenda gitukula, kadi yaffe erina kye bayita security features. Tumanyi nti aba NRM bakyagenda bakwateyo abantu bakoleyo kadi awo batandika okugamba nti abantu batandisa okucrossinga. Naye kadi zaffe munange zirina security features. So kadi yaffe omukulembeze bwagibalaze, if you scan it, let me have this. What is scanning? This barcode. And this barcode, the barcode ejakulaga whether this is a genuine card or not, issued by ourselves, to avoid fakes and other counterfeits. The final thing I want to talk about is the question of the alliance. And I think the principal has talked about it, but I had it being emphasized by one of the reporters. We are going to build an alliance, a People Power Alliance. Right now, what we have launched and put out there is to say that the National Unity Platform is a vehicle which People Power is going to use going to this election. But we know that we've been working with many people. But this is going to be a technical process where it involves signing memoranda and that kind of thing. So that's what we are going through. That's the next phase we are going to. And like the principal said, yesterday we saw JMA coming up to endorse us. Last week we saw members of other formations coming out to show their support and solidarity. And we're going to bring many other actors together to see that we go in this election as a very, very, very strong force. I think that's what I needed to respond to. I thank you so much.
NUP! National unity!
NUP!
People power!
Our power!
Our power!
People power!
People power!
Our power!
Our power!
People power!
All right.
Lord Mayor! Lord Mayor! Lord Mayor! Lord Mayor!
We thank everybody for coming through today. Let me invite us to stand and sing the national anthem to say once. Oh, you God, may go that pause. We united, free for liberty, together we always stand. Ngaluwete tuliyambale ngule, tuliyambale ngule, tuliyambale ngule. Olutalo ngaluwete tuliyambale ngule, tulivimba mu Uganda. When the struggle is over, we shall wear the victor's crown. We shall wear the victor's crown. We shall wear the victor's crown. When the struggle is over, we shall wear the victor's crown in the new Uganda. People power, our power, our power. People power, NUP, national unity, national unity, NUP. God bless you, Mukama.